before we even get started, I want y'all to know I actually read something about this when I was fucking 14, 15, something like that. I was in the clown boy stage, and I was doing a lot of research. So, here's the story. I believe 100% that there is 5 stages to being a juggalo. Now, not everybody's going to agree with me, but then again, not everybody goes through all the 5 stages. I mean, personally, I think I skipped over stage 4. I'll explain that in my fucking Juggalo story videos they'll be following, but this is going to help with the Juggalo story videos that you'll understand where my steps were the whole way through my life. There's 5 stages. Stage 1 being you realize you're different. I mean, this could mean anything, really. Like, that you're just so different from other people that you stand out. For example, you're the only goth kid in your school, which is pretty hardcore. I mean, there's not a lot of fucking goth kids in high schools these days. And let me just say, there's going to be a video on my other channel, Chaos Rabbit 13, that completely explains why and how goth and fucking emo are completely 100% different. I mean, 100% different. But anyway, besides the point, we're talking about some Juggalo shit. Back to the 5 stages. On stage 1, you're different. I already someone explained this. It could be as hardcore as you're the only kid in school who's a goth kid. It could be as hardcore as, fuck, you're wearing a fucking mullet all year round, rocking it, fucking everybody's making fun of you. It could be as hard as small as you're the only one in fucking town that rocks an AC/DC t-shirt. Now, I'm not saying fucking everybody's on the fucking fanboy club for AC/DC at this point. That's not really the point here. AC/DC isn't the point. It can be small, it can be big. You're just noticing that you're your own individual self. You're different than other people to an extreme, not an extreme level, but an extreme enough level that you notice you're doing things different than the norm, is what I'll call it. Because the norm is you're the trap kid, you're the jock, you're the whatever, the fucking popular, that shit. You don't fit in with that crowd. Step 2, you get introduced to a Juggalo band. I mean, no, I'm saying a Juggalo band, it could be you get introduced to fucking Tech 9 and become you could become a technician, and eventually you become a Juggalo through that. You get introduced, that's step 2. I mean, it could be as simple as fucking most hardcore Juggalo you've ever met introduces you to ICP on fucking every single album, just hands you the discography. It could be you run into a track on YouTube after this video. You become a Juggalo. Now, I'm not saying everybody's a fucking Juggalo who hits these steps, but these are the steps that create a Juggalo throughout, is what I'm saying. So 1 and 2 aren't exactly guaranteed to make a Juggalo. Step 3 is what I call the clown boy or clown girl stage, depending on your gender. Don't get me started on fucking genders, that's another video for the other channel. But anyway, in this stage, you're so obsessed with ICP, being a Juggalo, Twisted, whoever you're a Juggalo because of. You're so obsessed with whatever band made you a Juggalo, you're researching the shit out of it, you're learning everything you possibly can about the history of whatever band you're behind. You downloaded or fucking bought every single album that ever came out. You're buying the merch, if whatever fucking spare money you have. I was in that stage probably most of my teen years. Now, roughly when I hit fucking 21, I think I skipped to stage 5, but we'll get to that. Now, in this stage 2, with the clown boy, clown girl stage, you're so obsessed, you're trying to get your friends into it, you're pushing it. You want Juggalo to be the best thing in the world. It is the best thing in the world to you. That's not to say in any of these other stages that it's not. But is the most important thing in the world to you. You'll research it, you'll follow any page you can, everything like that. Now, stage 4. This is the one stage that I never reached. At least I don't believe I ever reached. This is a stage where you're just like, forget being a juggalo. Forget everything to do with it. And don't get me wrong, you can go from stage 2 to stage 4 and then to stage 5 without doing stage 3. Now, those people don't get as much knowledge as a lot of people who hit stage 3, because stage 3 is where you do all your research, you learn a lot of stuff. Stage 4, that's the stage where you're just like, fuck that. Fuck that noise. I'm done with it. I don't want to fucking do anything with it. I don't want to paint my face. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. Nothing of it means anything to me. I'm not saying it can be as hardcore as that. It could be as simple as, I just don't feel like listening to them for the next year and a half. It could be that much. Now, after stage 4, no matter how hardcore or fucking non-hardcore your stage 4 is, there is a stage 5. And this stage 5 normally always happens. Stage 4 has killed juggalos before. Not killed, but like stopped them from being juggalos. Stage 5, you go back to it. You're not doing as much research, but you might watch, say, a video like mine, a Carnival Spirits video, a CPN video, to get your knowledge. You're back to listening to the music. You enjoy the music. You love the music. You share the music. But you're not doing any hardcore research anymore. You've learned all you're going to learn. I mean, honestly, you're all about the Juggalo family. You're not being obsessed anymore. And honestly, if somebody doesn't want to be a juggalo, you're not shoving it down their throat, like in Clown Boy, Clown Girl stage. That's my 2 cents on what I believe are the stages of being a juggalo. That's the order that they can happen in. You can fucking 1 and 2 always happen in that order. You can't fucking change that. But the other 3, they can happen in any order. You could end up fucking hating on the idea from stage 2, go straight to stage 3, and then 5. Now that I've given you those facts, think back to your juggalo life and consider, have you reached all the stages? Tell me your story, if you want. Share in the comments if you think you skipped a step. Share in the comments anything you want. Fuck, I'll take criticism on my videos and I'll just laugh at you. But whatever, man. This is my video, my channel. You don't like it, don't subscribe. Anyway, point is, I want you to think about your life as a juggalo. See maybe what stage you're in. Maybe you're in a Clown Boy, Clown Girl stage, and you don't know it. Anyway, I'm the 13th Juggalo, aka Chaos Rabbit 13, and I'm out.